G'day, welcome to the show. Soul Covers here, back-to-back episodes. Love to see it. Another winning day. That makes it 6 straight winning days since the All-Star break. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe. Tell someone, tell someone that I'm doing very well in the W at the moment. Always looking to get new viewers. Looking back, we go 2-1 yesterday. We bet on the Seattle Storm -10 at Connecticut. We finally won a bet taking the Storm over Connecticut. That was the 4th matchup this season. The 3 previous games, Connecticut had covered, and we had bet Seattle. We've bet Seattle every single time these teams have played, and we finally get a winner. So that's good to see. We also cashed on the over between the Liberty and the Wings. That was one of my stronger bets of the season. We had that game projected at 175. We see that game close at 174.5. And that game flies over. So really good to see that. We felt really good about that play. That's why we went and chunked on a bit more exposure on it with that half unit play as well. We did lose on taking the Liberty -7.5 at Dallas. Yeah, that bet lost in the first quarter. And I rarely say that, but that's okay. We come out of it winning day 2-1 plus 1.68 units. July's looking very good now, almost up 5 units for July, even though we were down 5 units like 12 days ago. And looking at our season-long results in the WNBA, made 145 bets, and we have won 80 of them. Now, that little win-loss tracker, that counts every individual bet as one. So, like, you see on my screen, yes, I've got 3 bets in green, but I'd say I'm 2-1 on the day because, like, I'm just betting the over in the Wings game twice, whereas the tracker, that's just going to count them all as a win, so 55%. Maybe that's a little bit ambitious given that there are times where I'm going to double down, but the same goes, like, if I were to lose that bet, it would have counted it as 2 losses. So looking at so over-unders, we're actually doing really well in, better than we are against the spread, and our money line bets have been awesome, and like most of those are underdog money lines as well. Love to see that, but maybe the most important part of it is that we're closing ahead of the market 75% of the time. The remaining 25%, we're either betting into flat markets or the market's moving against us, but that might be the most important part. So today's slate, we've got 3 games. Truthfully, it is a tough slate to bet into. I've only got 1 bet locked in, and it's not even at a great number, but it's still a position that I like. Let's get into it. So, first game on the card is the Golden State Valkyries in Atlanta playing the Dream. So, we have this spread opened at 8.5. It is now at 8. We have this Valkyries team coming off a 30-point loss in Connecticut. They're still missing Kayla Thornton. We have this Atlanta Dream team. They are... God, what is this music? We have this Atlanta Dream team where they're coming off the road trip, best ever road trip, beating Minnesota in their last matchup on the road, beating Phoenix on the road as well. First game back after a road trip. Could this be a letdown spot? I wouldn't be surprised if it is a letdown spot. Now, I've got this at Dream -5.5. Have I bet on the Valkyries? No. As you can see on the screen, they are 4-8 against the spread on the road. Whereas they're 8-4 at home against the spread, 4-8 on the road. So it's a big red flag. We know how good the home crowd is. There's just too many things pulling me in either direction. Like, my numbers like the Valkyries. It's a letdown spot for the Dream, but Valkyries bad on the road against the spread. Valkyries missing the all-star best player. So we'll see, mate. Like at the moment, I don't have a bet on it. Maybe you could talk me into backing the Valkyries, but I just not looking to run and bet this Valkyries team on the road. Where I do have a bet is on the under. Now, I missed the best of it. I could have gotten a 159.5. I could have gotten a 157.5. We really missed the best of it. I'm sitting on an under 156.5, which by all accounts isn't a bad bet. Like we see Circa at 155.5. We see let me see what Pinnacle was at, but I've got this at 154. We've got the Valkyries, who their defense is a little bit better without Kayla Thornton. Pinnacle's at 156.5. So this is definitely not one of my best bets. Like we've been routinely crushing the market, but I'll leave that with you whether you want to tail it. Best available price is you can get it at DraftKings under 158 or 156. You can get here at Bet365 under 156 as well. So those are the directions that I would go. We have two of the slowest teams. We have the best under team in the league in the Valkyries, but let's move on to the Mystics and the Sky. So Angel Reese expected back for this one. We have this spread opened at 7.5. It is now 6.5. Chicago have been playing a lot better. Well, they were playing a lot better when Angel Reese was playing. Obviously, everything went to shit once Angel had to sit out for a few games. So we have seen a bit of Chicago money enter the market. I've got this at Washington minus 8.5. So don't really have much of an opinion here on the spread and don't have much of an opinion on the total as well. Like I said, this is a tough slate to bet into. We saw earlier in the season where you could get Washington -5 hosting the Sky. I would have loved that, but now at 7, even 6.5, it is asking a lot and is not something that I'm willing to place a bet on. This price at Bet365 is actually the best price you can get on Washington. There are some 7.5s there, so yeah. Look, nothing from me here on this game. Last game on the card is the LA Sparks hosting the Aces. Another team, or the Sparks, another team coming off a long road trip where they could be due for a letdown. They're coming off a buzzer beater win against the Liberty. Now back home, although it is a Kelsey Plum revenge game, if you want to call it that. So we saw this open at Aces -1. It got up to -3. It is at -3 here at Bet365, but we have seen Circa move back to 2. We've seen Bet Online move back to 2. So yeah, my numbers have this at Sparks -1. So yeah, Sparks money line, sure, but just like I said, I just don't love the spot for them coming off of their best win of the season, coming off a long road trip. Yeah, just don't really love it. And another bet that I wish I had was on the over. This total opened at 169.5. It is now at 174. And yeah, my numbers have it right there at 174.5, but I missed all the good numbers. I just kept waiting to try and get a good number, and it just moved too quickly. So I do not have a bet on the over in this game. I wish I did. Look at that over record with the Sparks. They're 19-6 to the over. Just crazy. Absolutely absurd. So let's have a look at our best bet for the episode. Best bet is the Golden State Valkyries. Let me just fix that up. Golden State Valkyries in Atlanta. as you can see, we've got excellent production here at Salt Covers YouTube channel. That's our only best bet, under 156.5. It is not the best number that you could have gotten, but hey, we still like it. I've got it at 154. Maybe I'll look to jump in on the Valkyries, but that's all I've got for today. Let me know what you're on. Until next time, let them look salty.